Well, 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 well. It's day 4 of us playing Elden Ring, and let me talk a little bit about what we have done in the game. We first explored our way all the way up to Margit the Fell Omen. We frankly kind of rushed to Margit the Fell Omen. We followed along with wherever the lines were pointing us. We took a pit stop by this Groveside cave, and then when we got to Margit, we said, you know what? I just don't want to keep banging my head against this boss. It felt very Dark Soulsy. It was awesome. And then what I said was, you know what? I don't really want to fight against this. I'm going to just try to explore around. So I spent some time exploring the southern area. There's a whole-ass dragon, like, right about here that I need to come back to. And on my second day of playing, I continued to try to flesh out this area. I checked along this entire coastline, and part of me feels like I may have missed a bonfire down there. The bonfires are spread in a way that sometimes I feel like there should be one when there's clearly not, but whatever. I explored all around this. I found this Stormfoot Catacomb, and then I came back, killed Margit the Fell, and made my way into Stormvale Castle, which has been far and away my favorite segment of the game. We've worked our way through, and the big one is that we've gotten to this rampart tower, and out in this big ol' area, there's a scary thick boy that I need to break past over here. So rather than do that, I kind of worked my way back to the front, because I was pretty certain that we could open up Stormvale Castle's front and do the usual classic Souls-like reconnect point. I then snuck over here to the Limgrave Tower Bridge and went all the way across this to the Divine Tower of Limgrave, and this area was unbelievably sick. I also forgot to mention that at the end of day 2, I found a little sneaky path to wander all the way up here, and I wandered until I hit a Site of Grace, which is where we are at right now. What I did for a lot of day 3 was make my way through Stormvale Castle, and again, whenever I felt like I was a little bored of doing the same thing again and again, and I'm not talking like a 10 out of 10 board, I'm talking like a 3 out of 10 board, I would just go explore. So I checked out some of this eastern side. I actually made a sort of mad dash to... I think the map is over here, but I made a mad dash down here, got mauled by a giant bear, but I did reveal the map in this whole area, which is lovely. So I have explored kind of up in this area a little bit. This is kind of where we were. I think I did beat the boss that was in there. That sounds right. So I've explored a little here, I've explored a little here. I haven't yet really gone into this kind of valley where there's trees and the giant bear, and of course I see that there's some points of interest here. So I'm going to do something that I don't normally do in these. Should I go up here to get this map and explore some of the Liurnia Highway South? Should I go down to the south edge to the Bridge of Sacrifice? Should I explore the Bear Forest? Or should I continue through Stormvale? Let me actually just make that poll. So let's go ahead and do poll, manage poll, new poll. Where to go explore. And this is going to be a quick one. Responses minimum 2. Stormvale Castle continued. Liurnia South. Get the map. Oops, I ran out of... do we want to go to Bear Forest, or do we want to go to Southern Island? I'll put those 4 options up, because I've had some curiosities there. The poll is up. You can feel free to vote. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, this, let's see where we're going. Southern Island? Ooh. Still got a little bit of time left. Stormvale Castle is probably what I would do second. Like, my personal order is get the map of Liurnia, because I love maps. And then Stormvale Castle is probably the second thing that I would do. PBS says, what is your most favorite part of Elden Ring so far? Stormvale Castle. Stormvale Castle. It's whenever there's a tight area that feels like I'm going through a designed area. That's what I like the most. Julius says, chat is a complete inverse to what you just said. Yeah, yeah. Alright, we're just going to go to the Southern Island. Let's do it. Damn, Rip Bear Forest. I hope to do all of these things today. Brilliant. So let's... Oh my god, I'm not on the PC. I'm like clicking with my mouse. I'm like, this game sucks. It's not responding to nothing. Solon says, hey, gorgeous Shawnee, how you doing today? Solon, you know, I cannot tell a lie. I cannot tell a lie. Feels really nice when you call me handsome. Can't tell a lie. Feels really nice. So we are going this way. The reason it feels really nice is, perhaps like some of you, I've kind of given up on my looks over the pandemic. And I don't just mean like, oh, I've put on some weight. Like, I haven't bought any new clothes. Like, my shoes have freaking holes in the toes. And I'm like, well, whatever, I'm inside all the time. Illmatic says, I don't think I've said wow or holy fuck so many times playing a game. Well, let me tell you, if you like this, Illmatic, you're gonna love Dark Souls Remastered. Because Dark Souls is... This has the holy shit moments with regards to scope and size. Dark Souls has holy shit in the most dense way I have ever experienced in a game. But yeah, like, I was slacking up on doing things with my hair. I've basically just been parting it to the side and ignoring it. You know, been wearing a lot of shorts, you know, stuff like this. And by the way, I know I can ride on horseback, but I like to run. Have you gone up one of the airlifts? I have, Yanish. I have. It literally made me freak out. Ethan, so you're saying your rugged handsomeness is effortless? That's right. That's right, this ain't a trick, baby. Don't mind me, just gonna go get a Vista. Holy shit. When the fog lifts and you can see these views. Is that this thing? Yeah. Nice. Surprise is 91 months to go. 91 months down, 28 to go. Which will get you to 119. Good old 10 years. Yeah, any of the places that I have seen, I've been able to go to. So, for instance, that castle, if you look, this was just a little ways away from where I died to the bear by the great Eld tree. Oh yeah, breaks me. What? Holy shit. Alright. Diagonally Stacks is how much of the total map have you explored? No one answered Diagonally Stacks' question. No one answered. No one answered. No one answered. So I played for just over 16 hours, and this is what I've seen. This box continues to grow as I play. So for instance, here it says Lernia Highway South. Clearly, this extends farther. Clearly, this extends farther. I believe the game has described me at a sort of laughably small amount of the game completed, like 6%. And, Illmatic, again, please, no spoilers. Please, no spoilers. I know you might not think you're spoiling by saying, dude, there is so much more to see. Oops. But I will quote... Allow me to quote myself. Here's one of my favorite quotes from me. Trial Forces, wait, how do you know percentage of progress completion? It's just my achievement, my trophies in my good old PS1. BRB. BR double B, Jesus. So one of the greatest reveals in the history of gaming, and because this game came out in like 97, I don't really care. Maybe it came out earlier than that. What year was Castlevania Symphony of the Night released? But in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, when you pause and you go to the map screen, it doesn't have a zoom in, zoom out like this game does. But, you know, when it started off, it had about this shape of the map. And when you started off, you were exploring here. So you play for like 3 hours, and you would have gotten from here kind of over to here. And then you play for a few more hours, and you get to the far eastern wing and go up. And so suddenly you have this literally thin slice across the middle. 97? I am so good. You have this thin slice of explored territory across the middle. Oh, you're so generous, video game. You have this thin slice across the middle that gives you a sense of the breadth of the castle. And then you go all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom, so then you have, again, the wide dimension of how tall this fucking crazy big castle is. This calls for horsepower. And so what winds up happening is your percentage of map explored, which is a number in the map in Castlevania, keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you get closer to 100%. And when you beat the final boss, a mysterious cutscene begins. Get off the horse! Get off the horse! Get off the horse! Get off the horse! A mysterious cutscene plays where a giant castle emerges from a cloud above you, and it comes down out of the sky, and you teleport to it and discover that you're only halfway done with the game. Ooh, someone's using my own tricks against me. Oops. And that moment is one of the most amazing moments in game's history. Because all these expectations were getting built that, oh, yep, you're getting, oh, thank God. Oh, yep, you're getting closer. Yep, you're getting closer. You're getting closer. You're increasingly getting closer to beating the castle. You're getting closer, and then boom, you're only halfway done. And the castle that you're going to play through now is the actual second half of the game. I mean, it's beautiful. It's just unbelievably beautiful. And part of the reason that that's so effective is it's messing with your expectations. Again, the map stretches from this side in Castlevania to this side, and it stretches as tall as this screen and as downward as this screen. And so when suddenly it's revealed that there's a second half, you're just like, holy shit. Or in Link to the Past, another very famous game. It has a light world and a dark world. So when you're getting close to beating the light world, you're feeling like you're getting close, and then boom, you are suddenly teleported to the dark world, which is a mirror image. And so the reason why I want to try to keep myself unspoiled about the true size of the map is the reason I want to keep that unspoiled is my map clearly is trying to prevent this knowledge from coming to me. It's clearly, there's a way for me to get up to here, but it doesn't let me see that. Clearly there's more terrain that's in this shroud, but it's not letting me see that. And I think that that's a really beautiful touch to help build up this idea. How many souls do I have? It's a really beautiful idea to help me keep building my anticipation, where I get continuously more and more, holy shit, it's that big. So this is why I think that I would call that like a pretty minor spoiler, because that's like exciting, right? You were remarking, Ilmatic, you were remarking about oh my gosh, there's still so much more to see in a sort of hype sort of way. But this is why I tend to be pretty judicious about, hey, no spoilers, oh my god. And I'll just note, any of you feel free to mention things that I have done, or give reactions to what I have done. Enterprise says it's tough because I want to play this game, but I also want to hang out with chat. It is tough. That is the tough part. Should I follow along with the road? I don't know. Hello.
Hello? Is somebody there?
Oh,
Might I bend your ear for a moment, please? My name is Irina. I've escaped from Castle Morne, to the south. The servants there have rebelled. I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard frightful howling from all over.
Was it Bloodborne over there?
My father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. The servants are full wrath. They've since come for every one of the companions. I fear it's no different at Cleese. Would you mind taking a letter to my father? At the castle,
yeah.
My soul wishes that he escape. Even if his honor should be the price. Please. Thank you.
Libertinian gifting us 9 subs. Hey, happy Wednesday to you. Kraken's is skipping dialogue, as we call Draken, not Kraken.
Deliver it to my father.
I was excited, so I was reading very quickly.
If you please.
I sometimes forget I'm on air. When I'm, like, off air, I tend to, like, listen to a little bit. Extra entry says, dang, Sean looking mighty dapper in that button-up. Thank you. Thank you. Gift from the wife. Libertinian says, I missed my 100th anniversary, but wanted to share the joy. Yeah, Libertinian, happy 102. Happy 102. Welcome to the 3-digit club. Very small number of people on Twitch get the great honor of being in the 3-digit club. Libertinian, my goodness. I should just break his voice. Wait a minute. What am I doing? I'm going this. I'm going this. No. I'm going to equipment and... Enhanced stamina, reducing attacks against blockers. I worry I unequip something. I want to clear the dogs out first. Because the only good dog is Cece. This is pretty sweet. This is like... This looks like an ambush occurred. Brass shield. Oh, whoops. I need to check out some of my equipment, huh? Let's... Alright, so I got... what? This is, Tabard. Better versus... That really increases my immunity resistance, like a lot. From 28 to 63? Jesus. Drops my poise a ton, and I'm a poise gamer. Rachel F. Jones says, do you know if it's possible to turn transparency up on the menu so you can still see through while you're navigating around them? I don't know. It's kind of an interesting question. Hell yes. Oh, there's no skill on you anymore? Alright, but I can go swap that out. By the way, what's the guard boost stat do again? It's possible to turn soul count on at all times. I don't know. It makes me hit the button to turn this on. Less stamina used when guarding. That's what I thought, Veromnus. Damn, that is really nice. I love this shield. Dude, look at how much I'm blocking. That's incredible. I'm pretty over leveled for this area, I think. Juicebox EDM says, no skill may be better for the shield since you don't parry, plus can use a sort of, a sword Ash of War now. That's a great point. Let's actually look into that. What level is Sean? I have no idea. Maybe 40s? 31. Wow, I'm fucking low. Anagram says, guess whose birthday it is today? Thank you, everyone. Man, happy birthday, Anagram. Happy birthday. Golden Rune. Alright, now, because I've been interested in playing Project Zomboid again and thinking about it again, I now want to hit my Q button and yell. Oh shit, my health is low. Holy shit. Holy shit. Jesus. Dalsner says, you mentioned being over-leveled something I've really worried about playing this. Souls is generally a pretty curated difficulty curve with a set path. I'm starting to worry about some areas being too easy. What are your thoughts about that in regards to difficulty of other FromSoft games? I frankly think what it does is it's not that there's easy areas and hard areas, and if you're not going in the right order, it will fuck with you. More so, I think of this game as having lots of spikes. So, I'm in a generally open area, so there's tons and tons of easy baby enemies, and one of the early game spikes that you wind up hitting against is these kind of giants, which I kind of don't want to fight. Oh, we're gonna... Or like right in the starting of the open world area, there's a huge difficulty spike that exists. There's that guy that's on the horse. Let me beat this, and I'm going to answer that question more deeply. I didn't realize it would take this much fucking focus. Yeah, timed it correctly. Hey, mamma mia. It has these kinds of spikes in the game. And so what this does is it creates a sort of opt-in difficulty when I'm like, I'm ready to go in and take these guys out. I'm going to be completely fine if I try to take out these little monsters. And like these types of giants, I actually felt like, oh, these are actually getting easier and easier over time. This is awesome. And then, of course, I overestimated and wound up dying. But I think that the smart thing that they did is they didn't... This area, for instance, is an easy area. This area is an easy area. But there's still spikes. There's like a boss right here that can own you. There's one tough enemy here that can own you. There's your first giant there that can own you. And so I think that by introducing lots of these spiky moments, it shows you, dude, just run away. You're fine. And I think that there's been an argument that the previous Dark Souls games have also had opt-in difficulty as like a core tenet to them. But I think that's a little bit of a misnomer. Because I think the fact of the matter is that you actually have to do something that feels quite a bit unnatural with regards to the games in order to get the opt-in difficulty feeling. Like, Dark Souls clearly presents to you, from a gameplay perspective, hey, we're a game about progressing through these linear zones. It doesn't feel, at any point, like when you're playing through Dark Souls, that you should just level in this area right now for a little bit. Why would I say this? Well, you don't even get the ability to teleport to different locations for a long time. You literally cannot go, ooh, I want to leave this area and I want to go level somewhere else. It's hard to grind a little bit in Dark Souls unless you kind of know what you're doing grind-wise. And I think that, like, there's also, like, oh, you can summon guys. Oh, you can go with, like, you can pick a class that's easier. And those, to me, feel like things that an experienced Souls player would do on their second playthrough to make it easier, but it doesn't really feel like something that a brand new Souls player would think to themselves, oh, cool, I think I'm just going to power level here a little bit. Because, again, the game doesn't really present that it would be a reasonable or good thing to do as a way to gain more souls. Demon Souls, frankly, I think did a little bit of a better job in this regard, just making there be open areas. That you can constantly revisit and go back to. Dark Souls, again, you do not get teleporting between bonfires for a while. Fuck. Oh, my Wordle alarm's going off. Alright. I set that during the middle of the show so that way I can do it for you. Well, over you, Sean. 31. 31, having fun. Shockwave lasts a little bit longer than I expect. I don't think I've seen that move before. Oh, I have the timing pretty good. but not great. Spherical says here using the age-old tactic of, I got your legs. Yeah, I got that little baby's legs. Jules says, what's the word on suggesting Elden Ring quality of life things to you? Because you asked so nicely, Jules, you and you alone get full permission to say whatever the hell you want to me about quality of life. Anything you want, anything goes, Jules. Treats. Mighty shot. Oh, check out if you have golden seeds to get more potions. That's a great call, because I've completely neglected checking. I know about that mechanic, but I, for some reason, just tuned it out. What do they look like? What do they look like? Key items. Looks like none. I was pretty sure I didn't have any, but when you brought that up, I realized I was just like, dude, I haven't even thought about it in a million years. Was there a way to go out over here? JW says, have you explored the weapons upgrade system and Ashes of War at all? If not, would you like a brief explanation? Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with it, JW. Pretty familiar with it. And the long and short of it, for any of you who are curious, is that in the previous Souls games, there was the idea of making your weapon tuned to some different damage type. Like, I'm just doing regular damage. So, like, if I go to my status page, you can see, like, right in the top right, it says Attack Power, R1 Armament. And then it has a whole bunch of different things. So I'm swinging for about 170. Well, I could, for instance, make this a fire sword, which would deal half physical, half fire. Which might deal more overall damage, but ooh, if I'm up against someone who's fire resistant, or maybe fire immune, I'm suddenly dealing none of the fire damage of my sword, and only the physical. So in the old Souls games, you actually had to make a choice. Ooh, Rainbow Stone. That sounds pretty. Huh. How about chests that you run past? Yeah, yeah. Don't do any of that shit to me. Let me miss the chest. But yeah, so you had to make this choice of what you actually wanted to do with your weapons. Because in many cases, if you turned a sword into a fire sword, that was it. It was a fire sword now. And there was no going back. And this game, I think, does something really intelligent. It lets you swap those properties in and out of your items at save points. So if it's swapping it out at a save point, I could, you know, conceivably be like, oh man, I think this area has a whole bunch of dudes that are weak to fire. Let me, like, get my fire sword. And then after that's done, you know, I'm going to go back to my regular thing. And I want to stress that that's really such a fundamental component to the Souls games, switching what type of weapon you are. I mean, it's so integral understanding your stat scaling. Oh, dude, screw these things. So integral understanding what your stat scaling is, why you're getting one stat scaling element versus another. That I think it's key to point that out first. However, these Ashes of War also can swap out a different ability for your item or weapon. So first of all, I am absolutely going to sit down here and do this. So let's level up. Endurance, hell yeah. So if I go to Ashes of War, for instance, I can take this sword, and I want you to direct your eyes right here. So this sword right now does 135 plus about 35 damage. So this is where the 170 physical that you saw on the previous status screen is showing. If I put in this magical Ashes of War, it's going to transform from dealing about 170 total to dealing about 100 physical and about 100 magical. That is, and it means that my weapon will start to scale a little bit with intelligence, but will get worse scaling with my strength and dexterity stats. And similarly, if I do this, this now deals some holy damage. Let's see here. Cowering on Greatsword. Yeah, let's actually try this one out. Storm Stomp. Determination will make this. Ooh, actually, is my stat scaling better? 113 plus 47, that's 163 at best. No, that's not good enough. Alright, I'm almost to the point where I can outscale. So, now that I've equipped this, again, one of the things that it does is it can be magic affinity here. Alright, let me actually back up. So, first of all, this does two things. So now when I use this, I have both the now magical sword damage that's happening, but also if I use this button, see how my mana's getting used a little bit? That is happening as a result of this Ashes of War. It's both changing the passive tuning and giving me another active. Now you might be going, holy shit, why has Sean not been using these? Why has he not told me about this stuff? Well, the thing is, my old shield had a parry, and so my parry was using that. And so I've been kind of interested in just saving the parry because I like parries. I think it's reasonable enough. What does this do? So what is happening? Oh. Sick. So it looks like I get some various... ashes. There's Ashes of War. Determination. How do I figure out... Powering up your next melee attack, and that's it? Ugh. I should probably like this one better. Okay. So, there's an important thing to note, which is that I am allowed to, in this game, say if I want this, actually, what is Counting in Greatsword? What does this do? Fuck yeah. Oh my god. We're gonna use this a little bit. Alright, that's fucking sweet. I'm gonna do this. So one thing to note is that with this, no matter what I do, I will get that ability if I have this Ashes of War equipped. But I can choose to have it scale and deal damage in a magical way, or I can have it choose to scale and deal damage in a standard way. So in this way, it's a really nice quality of life. Really nice quality of life element there. So, for instance, if I really badly wanted to just use the scaling... Oh, damn. Alright, going to get very, very sticky. So you can swap these out at save points, so maybe if I don't like this War Stomp, I can go back and use something different. Oh, that's so good. I mean, I think many of you see my playstyle where I tend to, like... Mark this. I mean, I tend to like faster things instead of this. Oh, Rich Madhouse says, talk about a longsword. Hey-oh. Dude, I really like the stealth system in this game because it's unbelievably lightweight. I like when stealth systems are either very, very spare or it's the entire game. Like in, was it Mark of the Ninja, the old Clay game? That game was awesome. And one of its hallmarks was you didn't actually have... You didn't actually have combat. Oh, sorry, bird. Collateral damage. Yeah, let me just once again state how the Ashes works, because then he says, is that blue attack the great sword power? So it's a little weird. It's a little weird how it works. So the way that this works is that if I go to my equipment and I swap this brass shield out with my starting heater shield. What is the heater shield? I think it was. Yeah. So this heater shield starts with a parry. So I have my R1 is my basic swing, R2 is my heavy swing, L1 is my block, L2 is parry. So if my shield has an ability such as parry, that's what this thing is. If my shield does not have an ability, then L2 does nothing. Okay, so if you're coming from old Souls games, you might think of your L2 as your parry button, but really L2 is more of your skill button. So if you have the parry skill on your shield, you'll parry. If you don't have the parry skill on your skill becomes whatever is equipped on your sword. So that skill is this giant sword swing that I'm equipping for recreational purposes. Also, just today I learned I just need to remove parry from my shield. Well, you need to both not have a shield skill, and you need to additionally have some other skill provided by an Ashes of War. And I can't remember who asked it, but there's probably a couple people saying, is this a good first Souls game? Yeah, I would say it's a terrific first Souls game, again, because of, like, look at how easy this moment is. Look at how simple and gentle this is. The dogs are sort of isolated. They're easy to pick off. Oh my god. Unix says, note, skills existed in Dark Souls 1, they were just rare. For example, Havel's shield couldn't parry, but instead used durability to grant you a temporary poise buff. I didn't know that, and thought that something broke. Wow. Alright, well that's good to know. So I'm kind of gonna just check out what's up here. And then my actual goal is to go down here and do this. Yeah, Zinnia, you hit the nail on the head. Zinnia says, the option of leaving a boss to come back later makes this a great first Souls game. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, whoopsie. Daisies. Wadi tosses, can you remove parry from shield, or does a shield that comes with parry always have it? My understanding is that the parry is, think of it like another Ashes. Guide and Gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. My assumption is that when you die, your corpse clings to the roots of the Eld tree, and that's what brings you back to life. That's why whenever we die, we come back to life. But my understanding is that shields have the parry ability in them because they have a parry Ashes of War equipped in the shield's Ashes of War spot. And how do we get up there? So he says, you followed the beam for that shrine? We're doing it initially. We went down here. We took a detour here because of our curiosity, but we're almost certainly going to be heading this way. God, this imagery is beautiful. This is the statue you just left. Wait. Zinnia, sorry. Can you speak in slightly longer sentences? Because it's probably an intelligent through line from what you wrote, but I can only sparingly look over a chat. It's the opening scene of Dark Crystal. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see anything noteworthy about this. Ronan says, what do you think of the stone word key mechanic that can open all different types of doors and not a single unique door made for a key? I think it's just a design consideration as far as I'm concerned. Like, I think it's terrific to have certain areas that are locked off by a blue door, so you need the blue key. That's a great way to create a sense of build-up and anticipation around a very specific thing. The quote-unquote concern, but less of a concern and more just like, huh. More of just like a property. A property of it is that it's exciting to have something to look forward to and to be pumped about. Well, that is just the fucking coolest shit ever. Oh my god, that's so cool. I have an idea. I have an idea. Watch this, watch this. Oh, fuck, I'm out of juice. Oh. Fuck, I ran out of magic points because I was showcasing it. Oh. Okay, guys, alright. Alright, excuse me. Oops. Just hit him. So funny. I bet you I'll get a refill. I suddenly remember now what I was talking about earlier. But yeah, dude, like, oh, all right. Well, you know, what can you do? In Mark of the Ninja, if you were spotted, you had to go hide again. I mean, you needed to. And if you didn't, you would die. And so it was purely focused on stealth. There's also, as an alternate comparison, in this game, You can stealth a little bit, but, like, basically it's a combat game. And to say that it would be like, oh yeah, this is a super hardcore stealth game, it's totally false. And I think that when I don't like stealth in games, what I specifically don't like is when it's trying to go hard on both. Did I get my things back? Hey, I did. I got my Crimson Tears back a little bit. Beside the crater-pocked glade. What a beautiful phrase. Feels nice. Feels good. I'm going to go check down this area, and then I'm going to return back to my previous goal. Cheese Bunny says, how did you feel about Stealth and Shadow of Mordor? It felt like a game where you snuck up and then just had a big fucking fight. It didn't actually feel like a stealth game to me. Same with Batman Arkham Asylum. This little fucking guy poisons me. I'm gonna be so pissed. Give me your giant head. Let me tell you, if I were a dragonfly, I would absolutely have a giant dragonfly head. Not because I'm a giant dragonfly, but because, I don't know if you guys know this, but my head is big. Culture Con says, I like the Shadow of Mordor games, though. Yeah, Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, games are great. I'm not trying to criticize them and say that they're bad. I'm saying that I have issues with stealth in games that feels like it's trying to split the difference, where sometimes you're stealthy, sometimes you're fighting. I like when a stealth component to a game is all in on the stealth. Or like this, where it's just like very, very light. And there's nothing. How disappointing. Does it mean you didn't like Metal Gear Solid 5? Never played it. I haven't even seen it. I don't even know what it looks like. Oh, some Loot Fisk is reminding me about a helmet. That's the type of backseating I'm happy about. Wait, what? What the fuck? Thanks, some Loot Fisk. Thank you. When we're getting ready for Fashion Souls. I didn't even see this here. That's so funny. There's the other one that's like right up here. I don't know why this one is. Because it's activated? I don't know. Maybe it's because it's connected to this L tree. You know, what is my... I probably don't need to sit. Yeah, that helmet is not a bug, it's a feature. We about to be going all Diablo on me? Do you see the composure? Yeah, and once again, please no spoileronies. I know you meant nothing by it, non-toxic mercury. But like, hey, don't forget to go back here and do this thing, and go there and do this thing. Hello. Hello, little buddy. Oh, God. Oh, my God, kitten, no. I've played too many of these games. Uh-oh. That's right in my view. Alright. Alright, come on. Come on. Oh my god, look at our little darling. Look at this little baby. Look at this little, oh my god. She's the head of HR over here, Day 9 TV. Hello. Hey, are you doing okay? Oh. Anyway, says, have you ever considered making a notebook for keeping track of the various quests and areas you need to complete, or just keep it all in your head and hope for the best? You mean hope for the best? You mean keep it all in my head and then it's there, and there's no need to hope, because I have it. I've never forgotten anything. Have you not watched this channel before? I have the memory of a steel trap. And the love of a steel cat. Alright, let me set down this little buddy. What am I talking about? Yeah, I mean, I've actually not really felt... Ow! Shit. That... Oh my god, that hurt a lot. Wow. She slipped when she was jumping up, and so she just gashed my little arm. Alright, little buddy. Alright. One of the ways in which I tend to navigate through these maps is, like, I have a mental note that I need to do stuff along the river, but I've pretty much scouted out all this area. I've pretty much cleared out all of this area and all of these sort of locations up through here. And because I've done all of these, I sort of mentally feel like I have a little check mark in there. And then there's, like, you know, one or two quests from here. There's this lady who's like, please deliver my letter. But I tend to try to close off locations in my mind, except for big notables like this. What the hell's going on with this? What the hell's going on with this? And that, to me, feels pretty rememberable. Coach Guns, do you know about markers? You push square on the map? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an interesting system. My assumption was that there are, but I tend to not want to use them. Like, my instinct is never to use them. Like, even now that I know about that, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Oh! Zinnia, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. And I would again say, instead of saying, have you killed so-and-so, at the risk of spoiling, say, hey, who is Day 9 beaten yet? Alright, so where do I go in here? Do you see how I didn't succumb to it? Alright, so let's... I can actually stand here? Oh! I've learned the mechanics of the game. Alright. Oh, shit! It just keeps hurting me. Alright. Can't tell if that's a way out over there. I think that's a way out over there. Okie dokie. I feel like I'm missing some stuff. Let's get our little torch. Oh. That might actually be where the switch is. Or I've just overlooked it. Locked by some contraption. You know, I probably don't want to use Boston with down. It's a good reference to any of you that watch my Monday content. Alright. Do I have any glowstones? Yeah. Holy shit. Nice. Alright, where the what? Damn it. Oh shit, not that. This is what I want to do. Huh. I mean, okay. Is there a lever? Well, only one way to find out. Oh, at first I thought it was shutting. Alright, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Gee, you know what's awesome is that those glowstones actually helped. Colddragon says you forgot the rope. Pff, I am the rope. I am the rope. Academos says missed opportunity having it not come down to crush the player. I know, I know, I know. I'm like, I have such Stockholm syndrome with From Software games. I'm like, oh god, no, if it came down to crush me, that would be really good design, and they shouldn't have difficulty modes. Oh, it's my favorite game ever made. Yeah, man. Here I was, ready to defend. Anytime there's something that moves really slow, it's either the most terrifying enemy in the game, or it's fine. Hey, look, it's you at TwitchCon. Hug me. Oh, alright, we lose. See if I can crit this guy for some health. Shifty says, sorry I got bitey at TwitchCon. Look at you. Oh no, I've angered Day 9. Oh, don't worry about it. As long as you give me health, we're clear. The least these bastards could do is give me a little bit more souls. I mean, 35 is not a lot. Prattling Pate, please help. Please clap. Why are there so many? Oh, they're endless. Okay, let's just get the hell out of here. God, this really is what it's like wandering the halls of TwitchCon, like, no joke. Sign my baby, Day 9. Oh, I love you so much. Alright. Up and away with me. Bye, everyone. I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah, they put a lot of ladders for talent, since people who watch Twitch streams don't know how to use ladders. There you are. Look at you all down there. A very heavy door has gone crickety-crack. Oh, you little piece of shit. I don't believe it. That's very cute. Alright. Well, so there's the door. I'm just gonna go ahead and top off. Before I pop off. Dude, whenever, Avalop? Not a chance. Whenever I, like, turn a corner and there's some enemy that pops out and deals damage to me, it's like I can feel a designer having fun somewhere. Come here. It's like a little conversation. By the way, if you're next to a cliff, never hit a button more than once. It's so easy to roll off a cliff. Wall off cliffs. Ghostbusters are enemies in Elden Ring manually positioned? Pretty much, as far as I've been able to experience. Aired Tree Burial Watchdog. Another one. Holy shit, these little bastards. Be dealing friendly fire damage at this point. So actually I'm gonna have to pick them off one at a time. So I should probably get off lock-in. Oh, where is he? It's the Capra Demon all over again. Ah, fuck. A little off on my timing. Very off on my timing. Yeah. Rolled a little too early. Yeah. Dren says Capra was way tougher than this. Those dogs were so aggressive. Dude, I one-shot Capra Demon when I played through Dark Souls Remastered on stream. Because, like, once you understand that you just need to kill off the dogs at the very start. It becomes so much easier. Cerberus, 3 heads and all. Oh, I thought you were still warming up. Oh my god. Alright. Oh my god, Sacriel, what a treat to see you. What a treat to see you, Sacriel. Dude, Chris. Dude, actually, this is like a really efficient design. Like, already you can see that there's a lot of design efficiency happening here, right? Because they're just making the same tile set be the tile set for all the dungeons. You little... But then we have this boss that's an Erdtree Burial Watchdog. And it's the second time we faced it. It's really great. Sacriel says, howdy, this is my first Souls experience. Loving it. Oh my god, let me tell you. If you get really deep in this, and then you go back to Dark Souls Remastered, you're going to be like, oh my god. It's just only the best parts of Elden Ring back to back to back. What's the red bar do, Pinfeldorf? It's a stat called Bleed. The way that the status effects work is that a bar fills up, and if the bar fills up all the way, then you receive that status effect. So even though Bleed is technically what happens when the bar is filled, people call the Bleed progress and the Bleed event Bleed. So if that fills up, then all of a sudden I just start hemorrhaging health, like, really hard. Oh my god, the boss is not up yet. Shit. Fuck. Oh, there's the cat. No. I don't know if this is a weakness so much as it is a property of the way that the camera lock-on works in this game. You can hit an enemy, and then it switches your lock-on to another enemy. There we go. I see. It's not the timing that's wrong. It's that third one's bigger. Oh, I just didn't even hit the button. Oh, fuck. Rolling like about half a second too early. Hi. Yeah, I think it's a really nice difficulty boss because the animations are deliberately very like blocky and statuey. Where is this? It's time to use some of our pine resin. Have you seen this one before? Yeah, it was actually like the first boss we played against. He hits pretty hard. Must be says, love you, Sean, and I'm definitely agonizingly bored just catching up on YouTube. I am so grateful for everyone tuning in. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Because if we keep hitting reasonable viewership like this, I'm going to keep playing the game. Holy oh shit, we're dead. Grateful, etc. Be right back. Captain Nichols says, I'm here for the commentary. Slash analysis slash stories. The gameplay is a bonus. Ooh. No, I mean, I'm like really happy about this. We've been doing more experimenting with content in recent months. And also big shout out to Sacriel for discussing some of that with me early last year as well. Just helping me think through how to branch content is a really complicated question. And I mean, there's one really simple truth, which is that if people are enjoying watching, then that's great. That's what you really want. And there's a lot of ways to measure it. The simple way that we're talking about right now is viewership, you know, and other notable ones would be like, hey, are there longer-term subs who we've known for a while who are showing up for it? Because really, long-term subs is another way of saying people who watch me and have for a long period of time. Oops. Because, like, let's say I'm doing something that has good viewership, but I'm not seeing a lot of old names. That makes me go, ugh, am I, like, ruining the experience for my historical viewers? I also have a question. Is this physical damage? Oh. It's actually useful. Or run away. Okay, it says, do I count as old at this point? Yeah, I mean, old would be like, you know, 18 months, 2 years. I would consider the start of elderly. See how I just keep rolling a little earlier? Let me actually practice this timing a little bit. Alright. See how I keep rolling a little earlier? That was good. Alright. I think I got the timing. Alright, I'm gonna pull my shield back. It's gonna do his slammies. Oh, look! Look, it's the comments section on my YouTube videos! I don't know why I'm making so many digs today. Ah, a little early. Not at all. Practice a little bit more. Glad I have good guard resistance, huh? Ooh, bad timing, but that's okay. I think we can get it, but this is... We're getting guard broken some, but I think we're still doing okay. Gotta be patient. Running up to it. Uh-oh. There we go. Demi-human ashes. That's you, the demi-humans. I love making digs at you wonderful people. Because the thing is that if I'm like, yeah, you guys are idiots, that's a little mean. But if I go one step further and show a giant collection of corpses that are still trying to crawl at me, and I go, look, it's you, I think that loops back around to being funny again. Jen Monade says, joke's on you, Day9, I identify as demi-gender. I consider myself demi-fluid. I can just never get an insult to stick! Yeah, I mean... resident teacher, I am a meat popsicle. Billy Zane 1, one of the long-time subs here, just hit 10 years! Subscribe! 10 years! Woo! That's my watchdog subs. Oh my god, Billy Zane, what a treat to have had you along for the long ride. And by god, we're not done. We shall roll forevermore. Good. Was the entrance. Yes. Billy Zane is so cute. See, I think that's a really good difficulty boss. Because, if I take something like the fight against Margit, Margit would go like swing, 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 jump, then a couple forks, but one of them might be like swing, 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 you know? There's like a whole lot of sequences. That guy is like lift, slam. Lift, slam. You know, it's kind of like, I'm actually going to go back to the south lookout and head on down southward. Yeah, I mean, I just really like the pacing of that fight. There's never a point where there's just a sudden flurry of actions. It's just generally like single swings with very long telegraphs. One potential comment would be that, like, oh, dude, the telegraphs are actually quite difficult. Uh-oh. Hardest enemy in the game is two dogs. I was... Oh! This fucking guy. Screw you. You see what happens if you hold a fire-based weapon near a dog mob? No. Time to try it. Oh my god. It's an entrance to... Is this a castle? It's the ruins of a castle? Can we see the map when you have a second? I'll show you the map in just a little bit, Dowspiel, in just a little bit, because I'm trying to come up here to get a map fragment. Actually, I don't know why I should show it. This is where we're going, and we're headed to here to get to this mapping fragment. Really interested in checking out what's up here, also what's over here. Is that the whole map, or will the map grow? The map has been continuously growing. Nimble Nung says, are we allowed to share spoilers as long as they're bold-faced lies? Actually, no. I know that you're trying to make a joke, you know, if you're just like, oh, well, at the end of this road, you get to fight Dumbledore, you know, things like this. And the reason is, historically, when we allow some jokes, people try to post real things and be like, but that's not real, Kappa. And then because someone has heard this joke comment, oh, but it was in a bunch of fictional stuff, so, you know. So it's all cool, right? It's like, we're all good, right? Right. And, the net effect winds up being that, you kind of get a mix of bullshit and lots of spoilers and lots of people who try to step into the trolling land. We just don't want to have people stepping into trolling land. Even though, for being honest, trolling can be pretty fucking hilarious. Just look at the incredible work of 27B/6. Oh yeah, that's another great point, Sacriel, that it puts an undue burden on mods to know the games really well. I do nothing but find the lost grace. Howdy. Buying or selling. Alright. Let's see here. Demi-human mobs. We don't need notes. What are my points? 4, 19, 3, 10.
Unfinished.
So I guess my stuff is a little bit more robust, huh? Oh, let's see here. We have Stone Sword Key. Crimson Amber Medallion. I can get another one of those, huh? I don't think I need any of those. And I don't really sell shit in these games. I mean, I know I've sold some things, but I think it's fine. Cycle says, I thought the crafting system was trash until I learned that crackpots aren't consumed when throwing nades, only the ingredients are. Totally changed the game for me. Yeah, I mean, like, being able to, like, throw fire bombs and replenish the resources in the fire bombs is pretty interesting. Oh, what am I doing? Like, getting lost again. But, I mean, thus far, I always want, in a game, for my wants to lead my, collections. Mags gifting us 5. A happy Wednesday to you, and thank you warmly for the support on our beautiful 4th day of streaming Elden. I'm gonna go explore these ramparts after I get a brief view and see if I'm walking into a trap of some sort. Mag says, release the subs! Come in, come in! Yeah, I always want the wants in the game to lead the tool sets. Alright, so that's a ballista bolt. Where the fuck? Is there a giant somewhere over there? Yep, there is. Do you see him? He's loading his bow. Releasing it. You can barely see him in the fog. Currently just to the right of the blue line. You see him loading? It's the same as the giants in the approach to Limgrave. Oh, you're not going to let me look at the map? Alright, game. Alright, video game. Retreat! That noise is why is me trying to open up my map. All right, let's just do a couple of things here then, huh? I have a lot of these little soul-y guys. All right, inventory. Cactig says, what's been your favorite boss so far? Ooh, wait a minute. Did I not have enough souls? Hey, mamma mia. I would say it's Margit the Fell. Gorgeous. Oh, that's clouds. It's like, what? Ah, one of those, huh? So I'm actually going to do a little roundabout of Rui. So there's combat directly behind me, but I can just ignore that, huh? Yeah, I think that Margit is a perfectly placed boss. I think it's just perfect. Chef P says, hello, here for my own Elden Ring binge. I can watch you now that I'm pretty certain I'm ahead of where you are at. I actually think we accidentally did an incredible strategy for streaming this game. Where we streamed a little bit before the mass public release. Because Bandai Namco gave several streamers a key. And I mean, I got to start like 2 hours early. But what it meant was we had really good viewership for that first day. And then when the game launched, like literally by that evening, my viewership had tanked because everyone was going to play it. And Friday, the day after release, was the worst viewership of all. Because I think a lot of people were either playing it or were like, oh, dude, when I get off work, I'm going to play this myself, so I don't want to see what Day 9's doing. So then I waited till Tuesday again to start to stream, and the viewership has been higher than my average. Actually, it's about average right now, which is amazing. That's an amazing, pleasing piece of information for me. Because normally with games like this, I get about somewhere between 30-50% drop. Fabulous says, I'm glad to be part of the average. I love being... Fill me with your averages. Oh, that's actually incredible. The clouds are not moving. At various parts of days, the clouds actually change how quickly they move. That's fucking awesome. Fresh Painter says, not a sub here, but I want to say I'm tuning in because all the other streamers A. Devin says, why is that you have a drop day 9 tweet? Mostly because people are used to MTG RTS? Well, I mean, I would say that typically when you look at a person's viewership, there tends to be some type of staple that person has as their main game or as their main audience. So if if we take something like Banana Slam Jam as a Dota 2 player and has been playing some Elden Ring, and if you have an extremely, say, skill-based stream or something that's very, very gameplay focused, like, Banana Slam Jam is a very, very high-level 2 Dota player, then a lot of the audience that is tuning in are tuning in for that specific thing. They're tuning in specifically for the Dota high-level gameplay. And if suddenly that player switched to something like Elden Ring, like this also happened to Topson, who's one of the best Dota players of all time. Oh, hi guys. Topson, got maybe 80-90% drop in viewership when Topson switched. Not CC, don't care. Alright, this time. So, almost always, if you're going outside of your staple game, you're going to have a big drop, or your staple content. So then, if you take something like, say, Co Carnage, when Co streams, Co has built up an audience of people who are interested in, current game releases. And so when Co is playing a lot of current games, people tune in to those kinds of things. And so in that way, he sort of built his audience to be aligned with that. And the thing is, when it comes to the notion of variety streaming is a little bit too big of a catch-all term. My general philosophy is that there's really no such thing as a open up, fuck, you have to open up. There's really no such thing as a variety stream. It's a misnomer because it implies too simple of a partition. So, for instance, I technically would fall into the category of a variety streamer, but if you look, I play card games, I play strategy games, I play a lot of indie games, I play a lot of system-heavy games. I'm not playing a lot of AAA open-world games. I'm not playing, games like God of War. And so, there are other streamers that focus in a variety way much more on single-player story-driven type things. There are people like me that focus much more on your strategy card game side. So there's sort of different subsets and partitions, or our amazing Sacriel. Sacriel does a lot of variety that includes first-person shooter content. I don't. And so, anytime someone is talking about variety content, really what they mean is they're doing variety of a couple of genres that they've built up over time. I remember Admiral Baru was super focused on Borderlands for a very, very long time. And, started to build the branching from there. Let's go ahead and try to horse our way up here, shall we? Yeah, or old point-and-click adventure games. Holy shit, I thought I was about to plummet to my fucking death. You think I can go jump? How do you jump off this thing? How do you do that? Can I jump off this when I'm midair? Because I know that if I press L3, I'll hop off it. Alright, so there is no way, it looks like, to jump off while I'm midair. Damn, that's probably smart. I have a different idea. Oh, shit. Ah! Oh, fucking hell! Shit, man! What? I lived? Unbelievable. This game's fucking ridiculous sometimes. Oh, that's so good. Great turtle shell. Oh, is that a shield? Oops. Warming stone. Warming stone. Alright, going up here. So yeah, it's not that I'm trying to say there is no such thing as people that play varieties of different games, but rather, it's actually more focused than that. Such a gamer, dude. Sometimes I'm just so enchanted with myself. You know? Like, the fact that I am able to do that. Like, wow. Alright, I don't actually need to be on this area to do that. Alright. Watch Dan for his smooth lighting. Thank you, baby. Let's go up, up, up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, goodbye, everyone. Dana, an absolute gamer. Fuck. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, look, there's my souls. There's a lot of shit to it. Holy fuck, actually. I didn't even understand that there was this whole area over here. Well, let's actually go straight where this is pointing for once, huh? You little fucker. What? What? This little fucking rat bastard. He keeps disappearing on me. Ah! I know debate when I see one. Was a cave entrance. Look. Use range of the giant energy sword? Ooh, maybe, yeah. Where's my little tingle pal? Where's my tingle buddy? Here. Get me out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. All right. Oh shit. Fuck shit. me... Oh, I never actually finished my conversational point, which is like, yeah, so with Elden Ring, you know, there's always the worry that we're burning, you know, audience when you're doing something different. Like, for instance, if I just stopped playing any card games for a long time, oh, there's a whole lot of card gamers who'd be like, oh, damn. And it's not that they would be disappointed that I was doing something different, it's that they literally would just stop tuning in. Holy shit! Gimme! Gimme! Time to go to the crafting menu. Alright, is there something interesting here? Buddy. I deserve it! Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna quickly go to the... Alright, whatever. You know, I don't need it. Yeah, so it's all to say that there's just like a lot of factors that go into the game. Consideration from a broadcaster's perspective. And rarely is there a game that I'm like, God, I really want to do nothing but play this game. And it's different from my usual fare. Like, there's days all the time where I'm like, man, I really just want to play Magic. That happens to me all the fucking time. But, like, rarely is it like, man, I really don't want to play Magic. I want to play this completely different game. That'll occasionally happen in, like, short-term settings. I do some damage. Yeah, like rarely does it happen when I just like literally want to drop everything and play a completely different game. So it's just so wonderful to have your support and all this. Oh my God, you're all so sexy and beautiful and fantastic. Oh my God, have you seen this Lost Grace that I discovered? What is my level up? 6640? God. Need just a wee bit more, huh? Ronio Typer, so Dear Day 9, how do you feel about the lore of the game? Does it interest you? Is it secondary? It's... I want to say that the lore in these games, it's primary for me, but it's slow burn primary. So, you know, kind of like if you exercise, there's the benefit of that day. Or first of all, you feel like a righteous baller. I went to the gym, I'm like healthier than everyone around me. That's one. But the second one is that you actually might feel a little more relaxed, feel a little good on that day. But the long term is that you're losing weight. For a lot of people, hey, that is a really big, important reason to work out. Maybe you're trying to lose weight, something like that. And so in these games, I feel like the lore is very environmental. The lore is very slow burn. It builds up over time. You know what, let's choose a little marker. Put a little skull there. That's pretty cool, huh? It's pretty cool, huh? Does it show up on my map? It doesn't. That's good. Yeah, you know, so I kind of feel like once I am 40 hours in, I'll have a better sense of the big picture. I'll have a better understanding of what this world is actually all about. Oh, we're in Castle Morne. many hours have you played so far? I think I'm at, let's see, it's 3:20, so about 18 hours. See, this is what I mean by environmental storytelling, right? We see all these proper humans hanging, and we see these odd monsters celebrating. Tells a good picture. Some sort of desolation occurred. Let me see an alternative way to sneak. There it is. So I don't really want to engage. I'm marching right up there. I don't want to do this. Nobody hears. Most difficult enemy in the game is 2 dogs. Smithing stone 2. Whoa, whoa. So for instance, now I'm sort of like, I understand what was going on at the Bridge of Sacrifice, where you actually saw some guards that were in sort of proper humanoid guards in those sort of like, not plaid, but like the red and yellow shirt with the crest on it, and then we saw that there was like this ambush that had happened in here. Things like this starts to tell the story of some corruption, some bizarre set of monstrosities having overtaken the castle, things like that. And what actually, god damn it, I hate that I can't hit the same button twice. So, 2 smithing stone 2s. Alright. Criticus D. Kraken says, Dan, I took off 2 weeks from release day, so I'll be tuning in for Mouse every day. Like a perfect mix of commentary and gameplay. What's something that stood out to you so far that you didn't expect? First of all, let me tell you, I love that you took time off for this game. I absolutely adore that you took time off for this game, because I think that there's few things that are more satisfying. Huh. I'm hearing the sound effects of fights. But something I didn't expect, I did not expect to think highly of the open world. Because I didn't initially. Because I was like, what's the point? What's the fucking point? And I mean, I've said this probably 3 times a day since the start, but still, like, I kept having this feeling of like, dude, is it just gonna be the same tired-ass, boring-ass open-world gameplay that every open world does, that's nothing new, that's always the same, that I don't care about, and then I'm gonna get to the Dark Souls parts? I don't want that experience. And when I started off, I was like, oh my god, there it is. Bruno Type versus you clearly didn't play Breath of the Wild. I did not. I did not. You are correct. Oh, no backstabbing, huh? I sense that this will be maybe easy. Or maybe the hardest thing I've ever done. I do enough damage to stagger, which is terrific. What the fuck? Holy shit. But as time has gone on, I've started to be like, man, it's actually really, really nice. Oh, no backstab? Oh, I thought I was gonna get you. My opinion's changed because, dude, I actually was correct. These guys will fight each other. Alright, so there's a war going on in here. So the reason why I started to think highly of the open world is, first of all, I'm starting to find some more interestingly spiky moments that occur in the game. In these open world areas, I'm starting to feel a little bit more of that Souls influence living in the open world area. Like, it really didn't in this starting region. I was just sort of like, uh-oh, is this going to be another one of these? Come on, you know you want to do it. Alright. So yeah, it's the fact that you can go into a challenging castle, a challenging dungeon, a challenging area, and just go, yeah, I'm going to come back here later. I'm done with this. That's, like, really lovely. It is the most lovely. An iron cleaver, huh? Look at that guy. He's still celebrating all his friends are dead. He's like, yeah, go us. Woo! Buddy. Okay, it's one of those guys. And so, like, I'm getting this really lovely experience of getting to check out cool Souls-like areas and then open world and have... Again, I'm not quitting the game. I'm just switching to a different experience within the game. Don't get ambushed elsewhere. Oh, one of those pumpkin helmets. Well, time to pay for some pretty... Oh. Oh my god, dude, this is so cool. I mean, there have been instances of, like, fights going on between parties in previous Souls games. But this is taking it to another level, man. This is incredible. So it says, does the healing trinket heal a set amount or base in percentage? I can't quite tell yet, J-Nick, yeah. I'm gonna go up and... I'm gonna go into the castle. Dude, doesn't this remind you of, Jesus Christ. Does it remind you a bit of, the New Londo ruins? Yeah, that is a charred pile of corpses. Oh, for sure. Oh, thank God. Claymore, one of my favorite anime and manga, even though it's not that great. You know, it deals similar. Scales slightly better. It's fine. I mean, I'll probably wind up switching up some weapons a little bit. I love Claymore. Claymore is, and it's not a great anime. If you watch it, you're just sort of like, Jesus, would they stop explaining the story? My God, could someone kill the voice actor for Rocky? Would someone just literally do a crit on that guy to heal for some unknown percentage of health, just so he'll shut up? And he's just similar damage without being upgraded. Sounds good. Yeah, it has a slower moveset. Manga is better than the anime. I think that the manga has some of the most amazing sequences of action. I mean, it's right up there with Otomo. Katsuhiro Otomo is the author of the absolutely fucking incredible Akira. Also directed Akira. And, I mean, just the sheer kinetic energy you feel on still images in Otomo's work is ridiculously good. And I love that in Claymore. Because, like, Claymore was one of the early mangas I read. And you get a real sensation of movement and action and clarity. You ever log on to Twitter and you just see all the people you follow doing this to each other, and you're like, I'll just stand by the ladder and watch. But yeah, afterwards, there's some manga that I've been reading, and I just can't get over the fact that Claymore and Akira, just, it's so much more intuitive and readable. It's so great. Geez, Bunny says, do you feel that manga series are worth the investment? I've always been curious to read a bunch, but the price tags on some that have just like 40 plus volumes are just wild. Well, there's a lot of really great readers. Like Comixology was incredible for comics, you know, where you can get like really nice discounts. You can get like subscription services that are kind of like Netflix, where it's like, read as much as you want. It'll only have this for a few weeks, you know. Or for the next few weeks. I don't know why anyone would sign just a few week long deal. We want a deal where we have friends on a streaming platform for 6 days. All right, let's get the paperwork. This clearly is a worthwhile time investment. I need to be not moving. Yeah, so there's a lot of really good places to go to get that sort of content. I tend to like to buy physical copies of things because I spend a lot of time in front of screens, and there's something that I find really nice about the weight of the book in the hand and the putting it on the shelves and like seeing all your copies of your favorite stories just all next to each other there. I mean, fucking talk about framing. I mean, this is stunning. This is just stunning. You know what? Ooh. Oh, Dan Can't Cuts is getting the Year of Brandon Sanderson hardcover edition from last. Oh my God. I don't know if any of you fucking heard about this. Often when I'm on this stream, I talk about my respect for Brandon Sanderson, who's a fantasy author who is incredibly successful in the fantasy genre, which is generally considered pretty niche. Or niche. Interesting fact, niche is generally used for the physical, like a niche underneath a cupboard, and niche is generally used for the conceptual, but both pronunciations are correct. Weird fact about the word niche that I learned from playing Lands of Lore 1. Anyways, so Brandon Sanderson is a fantasy author who has been very successful in what is a sort of more niche genre of fantasy. Like, if you sell 40,000 copies in fantasy, you're considered a fucking home run. 20,000 is like, yeah, that's a solid sell. Just 20,000 copies considered solid. Whereas something, you know, like romance, you're shooting for 100, 200,000 copies sold. And of course, there's some superstar fantasy authors like, you know, J.K. Rowling, George R.R. Martin, and so on and so on. But Brandon Sanderson is very famous for his Mistborn series, his epic Stormlight Archives. Also, he was selected by the late Robert Jordan's wife to finish the Wheel of Time series when Robert Jordan passed away. And a lot of people thought that he did an incredible job of finishing off that series. But one of the main reasons why I bring up Brandon Sanderson a lot is that he is an extraordinarily prolific creator. He writes an insane amount. Like, a book being about 100,000 words is solid. Like, I'm actually just going to check, like, let's take a book that I was asked to read in elementary school, The Giver word count. Let's find out. The Giver has 60,000 words. 60,000 words. Harry Potter book 1 word count. Book 1 word count. So I'm trying to reference some popular books. Yeah. 77,000 words is Harry Potter book 1. Okay. So, I just want to give you a sense that, like, 100,000 is more than the first Harry Potter book. But we're going to use 100,000 because the number's nice and round and the math is easy. So, Brandon Sanderson writes about 400,000 published words a year. To say that he's prolific is the biggest understatement ever. And, I mean, writes these incredible epic fantasies and then spins off a novella and writes a thing here, does a thing there. I mean, this guy is out of fucking control. And I love... Stephen King is even more nuts. I think not quite as nuts as Brandon Sanderson. Stephen King sticks to his rule of 6 pages a day. He tries to hit about 6 pages a day, and there it is. And so, Brandon Sanderson writes like a major, huge novel a year, several novellas. Dallas Sooner is taking the words right out of my mouth. He teaches a class, and I've watched all of his coursework online, because it's just brilliant descriptions of the creative process. I love it. Absolutely love and respect Brandon Sanderson. I don't even have any interest in writing a book, but I do have interest in creative work. I mean, literally, in a sense, this is in the field of entertainment, even though I might look like just some fucking guy streaming some fucking game. There's a lot of consideration and thought and craft and things that you build up over the years, and it's really interesting to watch his coursework, because I think it's incredibly educational for anyone working in the creative space. And so, Brandon Sanderson, who normally travels about a third of his year, was unable to travel because of COVID. And so, like yesterday or the day before, he announced that he, in that time, for fun, wrote 4 novels. He wrote 4 fucking novels. He snuck 4 in. And so he's creating a Kickstarter to, once a quarter, ship to you one of these novels. And in the in-between months, he will ship you a swag box related to the rest of his world. Each one relating to a different character or a different region or a different particular work. I mean, what a fucking out-of-control gamer, man. Holy shit. And so, he set his Kickstarter, because the Kickstarter is, oh yeah, and if you want, you can get the audiobooks for this, you can get the ebooks, you can get the hardbacks, you know, and here's all the various reward tiers, blah, blah, blah. You know, the usual sort of stuff that you see in Kickstarters. But he set his Kickstarter at $1 million. Like, that is really high. I mean, that's astoundingly high. Normally, Kickstarters are used to make a little bit of money. Okay, there's 2 ways in which Kickstarters are commonly used. One is production. Hey, I spent a few months designing this board game, so join me in this Kickstarter, and that will help us pay for printing the board games and shipping them to you, right? Production. The second thing it's used for is promotion. Hey, we're Igashira, or is it Igarashi? Fuck, I can't remember the name of the developer that made Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Like, hey, we are a big game developer, and we want to raise $500,000 for our platformer game. Jesus, man, you need way more than $500K to do the work for that. But the whole reason that you might do that, why you might actually have a Kickstarter for this, is to be able to convey what the interest is, so that way you can get fundraising elsewhere. Like, it has happened many times in the gaming space where someone has a Kickstarter, it makes 300K, and they use that to be able to raise a few million, something like this. Okay. So, Brandon Sanderson set his at $1 million. Now, a real danger of setting your Kickstarter too high is if you set your Kickstarter at like 100,000 and you're certain you're going to get 200,000, and then it hits 300,000, this makes you look good. You exceed your expectations, etc. You know, it's positive. You know, again, you're underestimating and you're overshooting. That's terrific. And if it's not needed, etc., blah, blah, blah. Long and short of it is you generally don't want to have your Kickstarter too high, because if it fails, it is way worse to raise, like, 90,000 and miss on a 100,000 target than it is to say, we're going to Kickstart for 50,000, and then you hit that 90,000, surpassing the target, okay? So, Brandon Sanderson announces it's for $1 million fucking dollars. $1 million. Steel wire torch? Ooh, what's this? Torch pole. That does some fucking damage, dude. Ooh, that's nice. Holy shit. Nice. So anyways, he sets the Kickstarter for $1 million, and it's about to hit $18 fucking million. I mean, holy shit. 18 million. Because he was stressed out and bored during COVID and just wrote 4 novels. Yeah, Dradog, feel free to not subscribe, feel free to link to the Kickstarter. I mean, what an absolute baller, man. I think Brandon Sanderson is hot gas, man. And here's the funny thing. It's been up for like 24 hours. Can you link it? Yes, Dradog, please do. The funny thing is that I have not read a huge amount of Brandon Sanderson's work. I really liked his novellas of Legion and Emperor's Soul. I thought those were terrific. No one in games has oh shit. We got some harpy babies. And for any of you who are curious about Brandon Sanderson's work, he's known for his incredibly tight plotting. Get down from here. Oh shit, am I really gonna have to fucking get a bow out? He's known for his really tight plotting, but also for having pretty straightforward prose. Oh, Jesus. Yo. And so if you're looking for someone, or you like someone who writes with really flowery language, gotcha. If you like someone who writes with really flowery language, you know, you're probably better suited for someone like Patrick Rothfuss, something like that. But, I mean, his plotting is just incredible. I mean, it's just astounding. And there's sort of an interesting little tidbit, which is most of the time, if you have a book, let's just imagine you have a 1,000-page book, okay? let's imagine you have a 1,000-page book. Because there's all these different threads, and on page 800, you begin a 200-page climax. Oh, yeah. Right? Sounds good in theory. How's that going to work out in practice, huh? This castle is actually very nice difficulty. Well, a problem is, how do you get someone fucking page 800? Was this here the whole time? No, it wasn't. No, that's a different area. How do you get someone to page 800? So often, if you have, like, 6 threads that are going to collide way later in your book, people will put it down before they start to see all the threads coming together. So often you'll have, like, the sort of episodic events of your in a series of books where each book is kind of about one thing, but then the world starts to build up, you know. And so that way you don't try to have one book with a big payoff at the end. You instead try to have, like, a short book with a nice payoff. Book 2 has a good payoff. Book 3 has a good payoff. And then book 4 is where you do the really big, awesome, sweet payoff, etc., 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 etc. So basically, Brandon Sanderson, when he started his Stormlight Archives series, said something along the lines of the start of the book is slow, and that he was leveraging the fact that people picking it up knew his name, and that would be able to leverage, or he'd be able to leverage his name to get people to the point where... Are we serious? He leveraged his name, so that way he could get to the point where he could get people. You have got to be fucking kidding me. Can I not do this? Let me just see if I can get my horse. Oh, okay, never mind. We're fine. Again, he leveraged his famous name and the fact that he always gave really good payoffs in his books. Leveraged his name to get people to the, you know, page 300-400 mark when the story begins to pick up. Which is a hell of an observation. You know what I mean? I mean, that's pretty astounding. A little concerned. Fuck. Uh-oh, this is quite bad. Bonus, the same way FromSoft relies on its player base to get past the slow parts of an open world. I think that's actually, incidentally, a really good comparison. Like, these types of games... Oh, shit. Like, when I started playing Demon Souls... Let me screw these guys. When I started playing Demon Souls, there were some rough around the edges parts. But I felt like I was able to get through them because I knew that I was playing a FromSoft game, so that allowed me to trust in the process. Some are asking why I didn't go level up. The reasoning is relatively simple. I want to make absolutely certain that I don't need to sit at that bonfire, because then all the enemies will respawn. I just feel like killing these guys. Oh, there's another guy. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I mean, that's fucking awesome. These turds take a long time to kill. Oh, roll! Oh, I thought I had it in time. All of a sudden, my eyes are adjusting to the darkness. I'm like, ah! I think we might be dead here. Huh. I love this. The noble. Please, no, I'm of noble blood. Oh, we're not going down there yet. Hey, look, it's Rom the vacuous spider. Oh, what a joke. But yeah, no, I just have incredible respect for Brandon Sanderson and his process. The fact that he is... I mean, there's something that he talked about that I think has been very impactful for me a few years ago, which is that he says that when he's a little bored, or he's having difficulty pushing through with a certain creative task, he will work on a different novel. He won't necessarily try to power through. He'll just switch to another writing project when he's feeling tired of this one. Which is really, really interesting. Which is super, super, super interesting. Because, like, there's times when, you know, I know of many people who get stuck on things. The traditional advice is like, just keep doing it, you can do it, you've got it, yeah! And he's like, yeah, no, just stop, just work on another novel. And instead of writing, like, one novel at 100x speed, you write 2 novels at 80% speed. Hey, have a good night, Valorant says, dear Dan, I think I have to call it. It's 1 a.m. and I'm super tired. Death Count can't continue live, but I'll watch the VODs tomorrow, so I get up today. Ooh, Valorant. Valorant, everyone give her... Oh, no! Fucking no! I didn't mean to hit that button. I was trying to roll to knock the thing over, but instead I just jumped right off. Go ahead and add one real quick, Valorant. I want to make sure you don't feel left out. It's good thing this was an easy section, huh? Would everyone please give a warm thanks to Velrun, who's our lovely resident death tracker. We just hit the clean 90 deaths. No death left unturned. Velrun's got you covered. The accountant of death. Oh, I'm gonna fucking put this away. Oh, I ran out of stamina, really? Those little sluggy boys chasing me. Oh, shit. Oh, it's these butterflies. They were, like, right next to the camera. I was like, ah! She knows backstab kills give more XP? I had no idea, Tom Ghost. Mr. T20, happy 57-month-aronies. Dingy B says they do not. Nice. Alright, cool. I didn't notice because it's not true. What do you know? Please, everyone, sort it out amongst yourselves. This is a mimic. Oh. Twin Blade Talisman. Enhances final hit of chain attacks. Huh. Huh. I'm slightly bummed that all my little guys died. Also, very nice signaling in the game. It might be unfamiliar to the player if they haven't played other Souls games, or if they have, depending upon what their pathing is, that this is the right thing to do, to drop down here. So they put one of these guys here to let you hear the twinkling noise to encourage you to go down. I think it's very, very small, clever little bit. I'm beginning to feel like there's a boss down here, huh? Tarnished golden sunflower. 5 hits in a row feels greedy. Actually, yeah, and I'm gonna... I thought I removed this. It's a platforming sequence. Platforming in my Souls game? It's more likely than you think. How is that possible? How is that possible? I literally was trying to go and I just into the ground. Fuck! I couldn't just, why couldn't we do it? I don't understand. I don't understand. Somebody call Miyazaki, tell him that Day 9 is pissed. Gravity's bullshit. I want to simply float in the air. How about Dark Souls, but with a portal gun? Hardest boss, gravity. Number 2, Margit. Margit the fellow. Margi. Brother Dave says, do you plan on finishing this game on stream? If I'm being honest, I don't really know what finishing the game means at this point. I don't know, like, for instance, I will be streaming this, let's say, 20, 25 hours a week. Does that mean that if I stream this, it will take me the rest of the year? You know. What might actually wind up happening is that Elden Ring becomes part of my regular rotation. So, like, every Thursday or every Wednesday is Elden Ring Day, and we just, you know, dedicate it that way. Because the thing is that, like, I still really do want to play Magic. Like, when I'm not live, I'm playing Magic. Tibelius said something that's hurting people's feelings. Says, ironically, Margit is only the number 2 because he fell already. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, he just wants to play with his butterflies. Oh. Oh. Fuck, I lost like 10,000 runes. Shit. Fuck me, man. I was trying to get cute and trying to just get him with a counter instead of just backing away and drinking a potion. See, some of you. Why fight him? Because he's easy. Frankly, I'm way too battle-hardened from Souls game. Way too battle-hardened, you know. I think we lost like 150,000 souls once, and I was like, alright, well, this is the game. And frankly, due to the scaling in this game, and the fact that you can teleport around, this game has the best farming ability of like any Souls game I've seen. See, the thing is that, like, the proper attitude is that those were not even my souls. I was merely a man who was in custody of 9,000 souls. They've been returned back to their rightful owner. Slices, what's that red effect that you keep getting after backstabs? Is that lifesteal? Yeah. Timing on that is... My timing on that is bad. Oh! Fucking guy gives like 100 souls with a dick. What a dick. Whoa! I hear you, Twinkle Toms. Still can't get it. Still don't got it. Woohoo! Let us descend. Woo! What even is fall damage? What even is? Alright. Ooh, remember these? I remember losing my life a while back. Alright, I see where we gotta go. Yes, I have been to Majula. This is a Souls classic, man. This is just a classic. Oh! Oh my fucking holy shit! Holy shit, everyone's working together down here. Why? Fucking... Fuck these shitty mice! Fuck! A classic. A classic play. Castle Morne. Have you played Bloodborne? You mean Castle Morne? Please. No, I didn't backstab. No. I'm losing my touch. Stop moving. Hit the button. I'm learning to let it go. Never. I'm never gonna... You know what? Fuck you. I don't want it. I don't want it. Woo. I mean, Tonks, I found an exploit and farmed from level 10 to 30 in 30 minutes. But I don't feel bad because I discovered it myself. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. That's Souls. You win this time, Roly boy. Found the technique. Oh, what are you, little build-up rat? Oh, I got moves. I'm a rat with moves. Now you're fucking not. Fuck out of here. Oh my god. Oh! What level's my sword? I think it's +4. I think it's +4. When I find the next, well, if I find any runes. But I believe I might need something like 4 level 2 stones to upgrade my short sword. Whip. Ah, yes, a whip. Now, I know how these play out, and I'm definitely not using this stuff. Deadlock 4,400. 50 months. Halfway to 100 Town. Oh, come on. Come on. This game is a baby game for babies. For any of you who don't know, in the game Demon's Souls, which was the first Souls game, the run to the boss would be something like this is the closest one to the boss. And in some cases, this is the closest one to the boss. You literally start at the front of the zone, you have to work your way all the way to the boss, and then you fight the boss. I mean, the runs are savage. Yoski says that's just fucked up. Yeah. There's this one level where, like, there's one bonfire for the whole level. And imagine that's like saying, oh yeah, Limgrave? Like this whole area? There's one bonfire. So he is not this way. He is to the right of us. Culture Cons, it's funny you say, well, many people are still complaining this game is too hard. Again, I'm continuing to refine.
Well, I took you for no matter it. Lay out your arms.
So... Oh, we do need 4 and I only have 3. Shit. Can I buy some smithing stone too? Alright, well. Yeah, I've actually had the chance to hone in my argument on this, about the difficulty in the games. And I like this argument, so we're going to try it again. I firmly believe that there is a missing name for a middle layer, conceptually, in games, that I'm going to call the mental model. And down here is the mechanics, the what, how do you do things? These are the mechanics of the game. And then above the mental model is like the complex strategy and stuff. But in between these two things, in between the strategy and high-level sophisticated gameplay and the basic what's of the game, there's like a, here's how you should think about the game. And the example I love to use is that StarCraft has mechanics like, here's how you get money, here's how you build SCVs, here's what a tech tree is. You have high-level strategies, which is like build orders and ways to counter and general compositions of armies. But there's these set of things in the middle that when I first started streaming, I was doing only educational content about StarCraft. And this thing in the middle, this mental model, was most of what I would talk about in Newbie Tuesdays, or for new players. Because it would be things like, never stop building workers, never get supply blocked. If you have a production structure, make sure it's never sitting idle. Just be doing stuff, just be doing stuff, just be doing stuff. Now, just from those, never stop building workers, never stop building out of production structures, and never miss your depots. Because of these 3 sort of mental models that I want you to have in your head, this means that if I say to you, okay, build 1 barracks and then expand, I've secretly actually told you the first 4 minutes of the game. I guess Brood War is the game I'm thinking of. StarCraft 2, you can build a command center in like 4 seconds into the game. Exaggeration. It's a 12 workers joke. Don't worry about it. But, like, if I say, hey, go for an expansion, or if I say, ooh, you got to start transitioning to mech, that actually is sitting on top of all these basic kind of rules of thumb, mental models, how to think about the game, is this middle thing. And when I think about a game like Dark Souls, I think that the thing that is absent for most players when they're playing is not the mechanics of how the game works. And it's not that they're incapable of understanding that, oh yes, dex builds are not going to be good with what you're doing, etc. And it's gone. Oh, it fades away. That's nice. I don't think it's that people are incapable of understanding that sort of stuff. I think it's that they don't... There's a very unique way of thinking about this game. Like, for instance, this fight. I have just heard some sounds, so I'm going to back away. I'm holding my shields up. I am waiting for a time to strike. I'm backing away. Oh, shit. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you. I hope this example sticks with you for life. Fucking everyone's coming at me now. Like, what I'm trying to do is isolate and step really far away and play incredibly slowly. And this is not how you play most other RPGs. And understanding the flow of these fights. Like, this feels like bullshit? Yeah, no, this is the game. This is how this game works. If you wanna play Dark Souls, if you want to play FromSoft games, these are actually beatable if you're thinking about it in the correct way. Not if you're, like, some super sick pro, but the idea of, like, moving up here to cheese this guy is a good play. Isolating these guys to try to pick them off is a good play. Sticking with one sword for the entire game so that way you can really master it, that's how this game works. Can you imagine if in Diablo someone was like, oh yeah, Diablo, yeah, you pretty much are just only going to use one weapon for the entire game? They'd be like, what? Is this all that's here? And I think that's why, no matter how easy the opening areas are, and if I'm being real, pretty easy in this game, compared to the other Souls games especially. It is way, way, way easier. Despite this, you're still going to have people say it's too hard. Where am I? Holy shit, I'm getting fucking stabbed. Smith and Stone. Very somber, the Smith and Stone. Alright, guard's broken, but it's okay. Give me the life. Oh, thank goodness. Before I advance to what appears to be the boss. Oh, there he is. Go over this. Yeah, and I think that no matter how easy they make these kinds of games, the problem is not at all the difficulty, I think. I would argue that it is a problem of it's a mental model issue. Because, like, in StarCraft, if you say to someone, when people are like, oh, the controls are too hard, make the controls easier. What? I hit a rock? If you actually sit someone down and you go, okay, you can only build Marines and workers and depots and barracks and command centers. Those are the only things I'm going to allow you to build. you can get really high rated. You can actually really climb very high with just those. Oh, shit. Oh! My jelly babies. Crablars. Alright, everyone, get your crab emotes up, because we're killing some crabby babies. Sorry, crabby babies. But, inside your little shells... Oh my god! I should have known. I should have fucking known. I should have fucking known. Stand up. Alright, I've been punished. Oh shit. He's doing to me what I do to his bones when I'm at Lobster Shack. Oh shit. Alright, I'm getting out of here, man. I'm just gonna go explore the extremities. What's around here? Oh, I hear him. Oh, he's chasing me. Oh, he's chasing me. I hear him. So there's actually not anything out here. There's like nothing. CultureCon, you had something to say? I didn't read that shit. I'm busy with a crab. Now let's go fight the boss. All right. What were you saying, CultureCon? Just hit me with some of that copy pasta. Isn't that more along the lines of basic controls, fundamentals, and advanced strategies? With your StarCraft example, it sounds sort of like a basketball example of dribbling, passing, and shooting. You can actually get very far just getting good at fundamentals. Well, the thing is that, like, I want to delineate between telling someone they need to get good at fundamentals, which you might think of as the basic building blocks of strategy, versus telling them this is what this game is actually about. Like in StarCraft, it is not clear, in fact, was not clear to the StarCraft community for years, that StarCraft is actually about continuous production, is actually about these core set of rules that have nothing to do with, ooh, I had a really sweet strategy, and I came up with some unique and interesting ways to do a build order or something like this. It's actually largely about macro and resources and capturing them. And that's not clear. And if you don't get that, if you say to someone, make sure you build a lot of workers, there are people who go, right, got it, I know exactly what you're talking about. And they have no idea what you're talking about, because they're thinking, yeah, I should try to remind myself to do that more, as opposed to sit down against an AI, start building workers. If you ever miss one, close the game, reopen it, and try again. And just try to get to the 15-minute mark without messing that up. And then after someone does that for a while, then they're going to go, oh, I sort of see what you mean now. Oh, I'm starting to understand the gist of the game. Leonine Mispagata. Show me what you got. Yeah. God, I can't believe that with one hit's worth of HP, I didn't do it. I don't understand.